It's kind of dark in here.
Sinister.
Must be a fantastic villainous Wednesday. You see this fantastic round table we got going on here. The whole crew is in this thing. Not
What
just
go down?
four of us and Mr. Gent in the chat. Everybody's here. The Infinity Gauntlet is in one happy piece. This is a
Yes.
finale. As you can see, I am rocking my Miami Heat Jimmy Butler jersey because I need us to go on and send Philly packing to the next day so we can go ahead and go put that work back on New York like we did last year. But anyway, I digress. This is not a basketball show. I just had to take my shots when I take my shots. But I am the villain that your mama calls at 2 a.m. They call me Mr. GQ.
Nasty, nasty.
You know, um, before I introduce myself, I'm riding till the wheels fall off of my guys, so I got a little song I would like to sing for y'all. Most of you will know this if you watch Lion King. The song goes, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, dilly dilly, here they are, standing in a row, rough, 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 big one, small one, some as big as your head. I am the resident DJ from the sidelines, DJ Micah B. What's going on?
Boys be wild.
Hey, I just want to say I appreciate that. Okay, I want to say I appreciate that. So I got lost into this game. It's a tie game right now. Miami just Philly just tied it up. But like GQ said, this isn't a basketball show.
He said that.
It's your boy Moolich. How y'all doing?
Keep it short and sweet.
Short and sweet, man. Short and sweet. We here.
I'm here, Dark Outlaw. Perfectly balances all things should be.
That quote though.
Damn.
What's going down is Mr. Jen coming at you once again, like I never left.
Except for last week, you using the chat.
I was gonna say,
Hey, yeah. Like I never left. I never left.
Like he never left. You know what I'm saying?
I never
But
left.
you did.
Come on.
but he was active in the chat. We got to give him his props.
Hey,
All right, he was
yeah.
he was active in the chat. So we gonna let him have that. But we told y'all we was coming back at y'all, man. We got that Elite Eight meets that Final Four as we crown our villainous champion tonight. It is what it is. It's gonna be some upset people. I don't care. I never care. But just in case, for some strange reason in the last, I don't know, couple weeks, you done forgot. Allow me to do what I love to do, and that's give you motherfuckers a disclaimer. It's very simple. We don't care. Or like some of the TikToks say, we do not care. If you don't like it, turn the motherfucking show off.
This show ain't for kids either, as you can tell by the disclaimer.
Yeah, I mean, you might hear some stuff in the background, but don't worry about it. You ain't gonna see no kids. Don't worry about it. It's not made for kids. If your kids is watching, don't get mad at us if they repeat some shit. What's happening, sis?
What's up, Jen?
Look, the chat, we just getting started in the chat already picking up. So let's get into what our matchups look like for this Elite Eight meets Final Four meets Championship matchup. So on the west side of the bracket, we have Darth Vader versus Michael Myers. We have the Green Goblin versus Magneto. And on the east side of this bracket, we have got Thanos versus Mary Lee Johnson. And then we have got Scar versus the Joker.
Wow.
So, fellas, I bring this to you. Do we start on the west side of this bracket or do we start on the east side of this bracket? How are we doing this?
West.
All right, Tupac, west side. All right, so we're going to the west side of this bracket. So, in perfectly good old-fashioned Sith form, like my background show, we have got Darth Vader going toe-to-toe with Michael Myers. You got the man with the robotic voice and the man of few words, but immense, unlimited endurance and stamina.
All right, I guess I'll go first since nobody wants to jump at it. Y'all know I ain't never scared to go first. I am.
This motherfucker. John said Mike take it, Vader.
That's absolutely hilarious because Mike can't get to him if he used the force and pin him up somewhere, bro. I think the lightsaber is the one thing that will defeat Mike Myers, bro. I really believe that because they've tried every other thing, but they ain't never tried a lightsaber. Darth Vader will hoist him up, bring him to him, and slice him with their lightsaber, and I think it's game over. So I'm going with Darth Vader. And of course, we're going not in an actual matchup, but I mean, does it get any worse than you trying to kill your own son in a fight?
I mean, you chasing your sister for you got two. You got
40 years.
it's a whole family dynamic in this matchup. You got somebody who is chasing their
Now,
son and
hey,
somebody who is chasing their sister. Like this is kind of wild.
hey, let me tell you, you got a daughter now. I've seen you with your daughter. I have seen you with your daughter. Hey, you're completely different with your daughter than you are with your brothers. If their brothers piss you off, trust me. If the day your
Well,
daughter get older and buck up to you,
well,
you're gonna put her in a place right then and there, and you won't kill her because you can't bring yourself to do it. Because ain't
well,
nobody had to tell you it's bad to kill your daughter.
well, me and my
Nobody
brothers
had to tell
never.
you it's
Me and
bad
my
to kill your
brothers never
offspring.
fought, so it was like not really like.
No, well,
We was one of the rare instances of siblings that didn't really fight. Like that's not really what we did.
okay. Well, let me sum it up like this: I brought your ass into the world, and I can take your ass out. Bingo.
No, we would just have like heated debates about Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, but that's about as far as it got.
Yeah,
I think y'all are, well, you and GQ are way closer in age than me and Cassell for the most part, I guess.
yeah.
So Cassell just used to attach himself to me and everything, and shit used to annoy the hell out of me.
Yeah, but I mean, our situation is it's not even just that; it's the fatherhood connection, like it's the life connections, like it's everything, like. And
Yeah,
now it's a podcast, so it's just
we
and it's
stayed up
video game
till 7 o'clock in the morning playing Super Smash Brothers and Fighting Force when we was kids. Like,
trying to unlock every single character, like every combination of you could use on the Fighting Force game because it's only 4 characters, so we used every combination you can use. Like, that's just us. But anyway, I digress because this matchup is unfortunate. But I still got to give it to Darth Vader for this main reason. Not only was he chasing after his son, this man was also plotting to take over the entire fucking galaxy at the same fucking time. And he built this fantastic thing we call the Death Star. And it did have one stupid ass weakness that his punk ass son figured out and somehow shot the perfect shot. That's what happens when men truly shoot their shot. They do win. I said what I said. For y'all who didn't catch that bar I just dropped on y'all.
I caught it. That's a good ball.
Come on now, talk to him.
We're not going to act like Darth Vader and get his comeback. He still was able to do what he was able to do until he finally, got fucked up. But don't get me wrong. Michael Myers is a timeless villain. This man literally chased his sister across whole ass generations. Like, that shit was wild. Like, to a point where we just saw the I don't even know what was that, the 8th fucking movie that came out, like, 2 years ago?
Yep.
Where, like, they both old and decrepit and still it's like watching 2 old folks in a nursing home fight over that last bite of Jello type shit. Like,
not the tapioca, not the pudding pops.
Or like watching Barris and Majin Buu go at it for that last bit of Jello.
Yeah.
Pudding, my bad, pudding.
Yeah, because I mean, at least with Vader, he eventually kind of just went off into the darkness. As weird as that sounds, he said, I'm just gonna groom me a bunch of apprentices that's gonna do my bidding for me on some Don Corleone type shit. I'm gonna sit in the shadows and I'm gonna send all my apprentices after y'all to do my light work. So Darth Vader was still fucking with you years down the line. Even when you thought he was gone, this man still had motherfuckers that was coming after you. Insert the man in my background over here, in the man, the myth, the legend of Darth Maul, who unfortunately got cut in half, but we ain't gonna get into his story. But I'm giving my nod to Darth Vader in this matchup.
I'll go next. I'm gonna give Michael Myers his flowers. Like my brother said, he is iconic. He's like the first horror movie villain, and he had generational beef. Like in the last movie, I think he was going for like his sister, his niece, and her daughter. So he fucking with the mom, the daughter, and the granddaughter. Like that's some like fucking top level, next level Black Air Force fucking level of hatred. Like I got to go from the grandma all down to the granddaughter, And Michael Myers, like this motherfucker he's old. Like by the time of the timeline of the latest movies, he's like in his 70s, still out there flashing, hacking, and
it was only one Darth Vader, John Dale. Apprentices are not the same thing.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about, the most nefarious and iconic villain. And I feel like, yes, Michael Myers is the most iconic horror movie villain. But Darth Vader, like, even if you don't watch Star Wars, you know who Darth Vader is. Everybody knows how to do the Darth Vader voice. Everybody wanted a red lightsaber. Like, Darth Vader is that dude. And
I am your father.
Yes, you are the pappy.
I am the
I'm
pappy.
the pappy.
I'm the pappy.
I'm the baby's pappy.
But
You gotta think about like how many Darth Vader clones there are in different shows. Like niggas wearing black armor and breathing hard and shit. Like Darth Vader really had the fucking swag, you know, back in 1978 when he first popped up. Like niggas
Hey,
was
that's
like,
real.
that fit,
Yeah.
the black suit, the robot voice,
black
swag
on black
jacket.
on black.
Yeah.
That man had black, on shiny black, on metallic black, on jet black. That man was 50 Shades of Black.
He said,
And voiced by, and not to mention he was voiced by one of the most iconic black voices of all time.
Like, Vader had that shit on.
I'm trying to tell you,
all
like,
dark side.
I'm telling you, bro, Vader could have been at karaoke killing the game. You'll never find
Shut the hell up.
a
Another hairline
lightsaber like
mine.
So, Follow, you going Darth Vader?
I think,
of course. I mean, I love Michael Myers, but man,
Yeah.
he ain't on the next level like Darth Vader is.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I say Mike has some family issues, you know. He has some family trauma that he's trying to work out. And some. Yeah, he ain't figured it out yet. He gotta get a therapist in there, you know.
That nigga was in therapy for 40 years and didn't speak a fucking word. Nigga just stood there. And they were like, Michael, why do you feel the way that you feel about your sister? Nigga just...
Oh my God.
The therapist, oh, you paying for this still. You're still paying for the full session.
And then he started creeping up closer to her. But look, but another thing to add to Darth Vader's villainous is the fact that even in the later years, Family Guy adopted Star Wars and brought Darth Vader like multiple times over. So like Darth Vader was brought into different
Star Wars special. That shit was funny.
Yeah, like
amazing.
So it's like even Family Guy recognized the villainousness that is Darth Vader.
But you gotta realize that, you know, his came from Family Guy to Robot Chicken to Fairy
Robot Chicken Vader was funny as hell.
So yeah, you know, we talk about two iconic villains right here that we have to face.
Yeah, he went from one of the most iconic movie franchises to two of the most iconic adult style animated shows that we had growing up. Because if you didn't watch Family Guy, you at least watched Robot Chicken. Like I never met anybody that hated both shows. You usually was one or the other or both. Like I never met anybody that hated both shows.
So man, it's you know, it's easy on this side because, you know, Vader's just that guy, man. He's just watching him, you know, become Darth Vader. You know, he's just the true darkness. You know, that's what he had. That
man was literally he was created by heartbreak. Let's remember that.
And honestly, he was 10 toes down evil to the very end. Like, yeah, he saved his son. But I think if he would have lived, he still would have been like, all right, son, we killed Palpatine. Let's go hit a lick. Like, I don't think
But not to mention, despite how evil he was, his loyalty was only to Padme.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was his final key to unlocking his true villainous is when Padme was finally gone. Like, that was it for him. Because he was still, even when he was all fucked up, he was like, you know, where's Padme? Like that, his iconic no was when he finally found out that Padme was out of there. Like that's cold blooded. Like heartbreak turned that's a man scorned. Like that's horrible.
Not for real.
Hey, let's not really forget though. Like he actually choked out his own wife.
He did.
They take a different type of nigga to do that.
He fucking tortured his daughter, fucking off his son's hands. That nigga was like just domestic abuse.
Does it really? I mean, he tapped into the spirit of Ike Turner one time for the one time.
Just one time, you know.
Exactly, and Ike was a different type of nigga. You feel me? Like that's.
I agree.
Eat cake anime. Hey, you tell him about that. You know, I kill you. Don't you tell him?
Man, you know, like Ike was different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, Ike 100% was the damn near the origin story of fuck around and find out.
I'm trying to dog, like he was one of them ones, okay?
Until he got kicked in the dick with them snakeskin boots on.
That's what I thought, nigga. What? You look back at that first look back, the black look back that you get from the
with the nice perm.
Yep, don't do that. Mm-hmm. That's how you know. Tighten up real quick.
The only black man that can make a bob perm look good.
Man, what?
and not look
Motherfucker was
fruity in the
flowing.
process, like with the sweater game. Like, come on,
Nah,
now. Anywho,
Prince was rocking perms and shit
listen,
too.
Prince don't count. Prince
That's
can make
different. That's
anything. Prince made everything look as iconic as it was gonna look because it was him. Like
Prince
Prince
would
was
wear
just a
fucking
different.
blouses to be all about the bitches.
Come on now.
Blouses. Game point. Blouses.
Blouses.
And then come in the blouse.
Prince
Oh
would wear
shit!
purple bell-bottom pants and still get bitches.
I mean, look, when you can wear assless chaps and still walk out with the baddest females, you know you him.
Oh yeah, you got it going, man.
That's what it is. That's what
Like,
it is.
let's just be real. Anyway, we don't went down a rabbit hole. Look,
We
let's
really
bring it on back. So the
Don't go
second
direct.
matchup,
Direct.
on the
Yeah,
west side of this thing, we got so we got the Green Goblin going toe to toe with Mr. Magneto.
God damn.
I'm gonna let Moolage get us started.
Oh man. Okay, so look, we realize that a lot of the people on this list is some old niggas with nothing better to do on their free time.
They just wake up and say "fuck them kids" every day.
That's basically what it is. They just wake up like, man, fuck these kids, fuck these young people. I just hate the world. Basically, y'all know what I'm talking about. The people in the world that just, you feel me? We're not gonna get into it, but y'all know exactly what I'm referring to.
Wake up, gang banging on bacon.
You feel me? So like, just like Mike Myers, what you feel me, he's 75, 76, damn near 80 years old, sprinting across the world to torment his sister and everybody else. It's like you got Green Goblin waking up and looking at his mask, or his mask probably looking at him, talking to him like, hey, get your bitch ass over here. We got work to do. Okay? There's a 16-year-old motherfucking spider nigga swinging around this goddamn city. You just gonna sit there and let that happen? And then he got the super surfboard over there floating and shit like that. Like, yeah, listen to the mask, nigga. Get your ass over here. We got work to do. Get them pumpkin bombs, nigga. And we could go drop a bitch off a fucking building until this nigga come outside. Nigga, hurry up. You feel me? Go slap your son, tell him he ain't shit, and bring your stupid ass the fuck back up here so we can go outside. Nigga. That's what he did every single day. You feel me? But Magneto had a point, bro. Like, he had a point to, like, at least, you feel me, help his people and, like, elevate his people to a higher level. Now, he was the ultimate villain to the point where it's like, if you fuck with his people, or he just didn't fuck with you at the point in time, then you out of there. You feel me? Green Goblin, on the other hand, he fucking a 16, 17-year-old nigga bitch. You feel me? Like, that's a teen nigga bitch, bro. He dropping motherfuckers off buildings and shit. He kidnapping motherfuckers' great aunts and shit, bro. Like, what did Aunt May do? You feel me? Like, she just sitting there chilling at the house, crib, just knitting and shit. And this nigga Green Goblin bounce at her crib, nigga, damn near, nigga kidnap her and shit. Nigga fake her death, nigga turn Peter wild and shit like that. This nigga Peter go on a rampage, only to find out your grandma's still alive. Like, why are you messing with this child? But leave him alone. Green Goblin, go in the house. Norman, okay? What is the matter with you? My God, child, this man, well, oh my goodness, and then he passed it on to his son. This nigga's son demented because he hated his dad, because his dad hated him, and now he just wanted to do all Green Goblin type shit and hated his best friend now. Like, what type of timing was you, bro? Like, we need you to relax and go sit in a wheelchair and eat some tapioca pudding, like my boy Mr. Jen said. Nigga, I got it fresh for you, okay? The tapioca rice pudding, all right, and the meatloaf, okay, with the mashed potatoes, extra gravy, all right.
Extra gravy. Gotta go down smooth.
Green beans on the side, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta have your fibers and shit. But I'm going with Magneto because his villainy actually had a point. Like, every time I just read about Green Goblin and look at Green Goblin,
sorry. That was a loop. You just really read on about Green Goblin.
Right.
You're like, yeah, about that. All right,
think about it. Like, this nigga really just hate kids, bro. Like, why the fuck this nigga just grow up hating? Nigga, how the fuck you just nigga wake up one day and just say fuck this nigga Peter Parker, bro? Nigga, like, how? That don't make no sense to me, bro. He didn't do shit to you. Nigga just woke up and went to school one day. Nigga got some spider powers and then nigga got punched in the face by a green nigga flying around on a super surfboard. That's wild to me. I never understand it.
Peter was really out there just trying to make money for his fucking aunt, and he fucking
Right.
Goblin just hating, bro. Like, this nigga fucking poor, can't even get fucking food stamps because he that fucking poor. They said, nah, nigga, these wouldn't even help you to begin with.
Nigga up here on the Statue of Liberty taking selfies and shit, just trying to get some extra chicken because he broke and need to go to college and shit. And Green Goblin come flying around, sock this nigga in his face. Bitch, nigga, fuck you in your picture. Yeah, nigga, I ain't even do nothing. I'm just trying to take a picture, bro. What happened?
Hey, that's pretty accurate.
Like, that's crazy, bro. Like y'all gotta think about the first time this thing Green Goblin popped up, bro. This nigga Peter was just chilling, nigga. This nigga popped up at this random ass event, nigga, just and threw a whole ass bomb at a whole bunch of random ass people. Like, bro, what is
Just good.
wrong?
Just good.
Just cause, bro. Like nobody made him mad, nothing. He just woke up one day, had the mask talking to him, like, hey, bring your dumb ass over here, nigga. Like I said earlier, you feel me? Because you tried to ignore me, you went to sleep, nigga. Nah, wake your stupid ass up. Bring your ass over here, nigga. Go get them pumpkin bombs we made last night on some random shit, and go get throwing them motherfuckers into this random ass 16-year-old nigga who be swinging from vines and shit out his wrist. Come outside. And what that nigga do? He said, I bet you know what, I got you, bro. That's good. That sounds like a good idea. Go sit your ass down, nigga. Go sit down somewhere right now. You feel me, Norman? I'm not even gonna call you Green Norman. Your name is Norman, okay? Green Goblin is for the young kids, nigga. Your name is Norman, nigga. Go sit down right now, or you hurt your body or yourself.
So, who you going with, man?
I'm going Magneto. I just had to go on a tangent about this
He had to go on
77-year-old
a
man.
I
Wake up,
did not see that one coming.
He had to go on that rant.
That's crazy. I just read another Spider-Man comic, and I'm just looking like, bro, this nigga, why? What is your motive? Like, what? I locked that nigga wheelchair wheel. Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
I'll go ahead and go next. Yeah, Green Goblin, man. That nigga just woke up every day and just shows violence. Like, I don't even know what his actual motive was besides, like Mr. Lyric said, like, they canceled the nigga fucking funding for his fucking project, so he just fucking spazzed out. He was like, the nigga is a brilliant inventor, and he just, instead of thinking of another fucking way to get some bread, he was like, I'm about to terrorize everybody just for fucking cuz. Like, nigga just really just woke up and was like, just fuck everybody, all day everybody. Like, dude was straight menace to society. Like, I think out of everybody on this fucking list, he just like was like the epitome of just fucking hater.
Hate.
He was like think meaner with superpowers.
Bruh. On my fucking soul.
What's going on, Lyric?
Like Goblin, if he started with some brand new white force, he just gonna step on the bitches just to fight you. Like, just fucking why? And laugh at you and fucking go pump bomb at your fucking grandma or some shit.
Sticking on your back. Walk away.
But then you got the great man himself, him Nito. Him Nito was right. We've already gone over this before. Like, if we lived in a world with actual powers and mutants and shit, I'm riding with Magneto. I don't give a fuck if that nigga fucking blew up an orphanage. That nigga's still right. And just
I mean, we saw the Joker do that.
Yeah,
blew up a whole hospital.
Saying, you know, if we had powers, some fucking regular niggas would be fucking hating and shit, trying to fucking exterminate us. Like, no, I'm riding with Magneto.
And call us all kinds of
slurs. And then being black and having powers, they're gonna have some very creative slurs for us. Like, they're gonna call us fucking super jigaboos. Goddamn super night skins.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that one.
These damn
No.
Oh,
Let's call it what it is. Monkeys. That's exactly what they would say, just like Frieza. Monkeys.
Nah, they gonna take it back to the old days. They're gonna say these damn moon crickets with powers.
Moon crickets, fucking antique farm equipment.
Oh shoot, I wasn't ready for that one, dog. Oh my god.
Oh, not even that.
Trust me, John L. I know. I'm watching it in the background.
Calling us all kinds of spirit chuckers and all that.
I'm trying to tell you. But I bet you what you won't do is you won't call me no cotton picker because I'll bust your shit up.
Got your cotton.
You want to see the power of true magnetism? Oh, I'm gonna show you.
Got your cotton right here. What?
Stay right there. Hold on. I got something for you.
Yeah, nah, you know what? You see that water tower up there? I'm about to stick your ass up there.
Cotton for your ass for sure.
Fucking with me, look. You see that big ass turbine windmill up there? I'm gonna stick your ass one of them fan blades and let your ass just spin.
You're absolutely right, Lyric. They already do that with sports. They do.
Yeah. I mean, they do. But I'll go ahead and I'll follow suit next. I mean, for me, it's simple. Like, I get it. I get all the reasonings for Green Goblin and the fact that this man had beef with a guy who barely hit puberty and all this other shit. Like, I get it. You know, really and truly, all he was a father that was trying to get his son ahead, but he realized his son had competition, tried to take the competition out. Then he couldn't. Ended up losing his life in the process. Just call it what it is. His son wasn't smart enough to be smarter than his best friend. That's cool. No big deal. And then his friends so happened to get bit by a radioactive spider, and you all know the story from there. But let's talk about Magneto. Magneto is the only villain on this entire list that never had to flex his powers. Because you knew what it was when he showed up. This man could show up in his suit, without his suit, whatever he wanted. You knew, don't fuck with Magneto. And the fact that his best friend called this man Magnus more often than not. How you respect your villain that much to call that man by his government name?
Oh.
And call him Magnus? Like, you don't fuck with somebody named Magnus. That sounds terrifying, first of all. That sounds like somebody that's going to end the world like Thanos snapping his fucking fingers type shit. Like, you don't fuck with somebody with a name as magnanimous as Magnus. Yeah, I just put that little double run together. You see how I did that?
I heard it.
Bars.
So,
hey,
You on it today. You tired, but you on it today.
My thing with Magneto is
he running off that Kendrick High right now.
Hey, I'm always running off that Kendrick High. I'm always gonna run off that K Dot. You know, it depends on how I feel when I show up. I appreciate you, Claude, man. That's big ups to that. But listen, all you got to do is watch X-Men 97 to understand the true villainous of Magneto. In the 3rd episode, when this man could have killed all these major leaders, he brought them motherfuckers up to about a couple of feet from the atmosphere where there was thin air and said, Don't prove me right. He said, don't prove me right, and then brought them back down. He could have just let them motherfuckers go. And he didn't. If that shit right there ain't villainous enough to strike fear in you to let you know, listen, I could fuck your shit up by simply just letting go. But I'm going to bring you on back down. Ooh. As a warning. Don't fuck with me and my Black Air Forces. Give me Magneto.
I believe the line was, "Don't make me let you down."
He almost did let him down.
Which is the coldest line ever, because if you seen their face at that time, boy,
they probably changed underwear mid-flight.
I'm trying to tell you.
Had to. There was a scent coming down. Man, y'all.
I think he just shit himself.
Nah, see, I'm gonna go with Goblin on this one. I love Magneto.
Wow.
I love Magneto. I do.
I fucks with
but
it.
The fact that this man taught Casco shit to his son, turned around, died from the best friend, and the son was still mad that he killed the daddy. And they turned into Hobgoblin. Like, you killed my father. He didn't like you no way. He didn't like you no way. It's just crazy to me.
Well, so there's that, right? And you're right. When you say if we bring in the kids into the fold, let's not pretend like Magneto didn't take part in giving birth to one of the strongest characters. Period.
We're
not gonna pretend like somebody with this chaos magic and all this other shit. Like, we're not gonna pretend like this wasn't a thing. Like, this motherfucker is the father to the Scarlet Witch. Like, that's a scary thought.
He also had the bootleg Flash.
Yeah, bootleg.
I was trying not to bring him up, but since you did have this guy they call Quicksilver or some shit like that. That motherfucker got shot in the movie.
He run
the one that died.
Yeah,
the one that's
I'm kind of fast. I'm not fast. I'm quick.
Can't forget Polaris. He's
literally like, I'm gonna tell you. Here's the difference between the Flash and Quicksilver. It's exactly like when people talk about track athletes and soccer players. He fast as fuck. He quick as fuck. He got agility, but he ain't fast. Like, that's Quicksilver and the Flash. 100%.
Quicksilver can play football. Like, he can play football. He can play basketball. Quick, cool. Nah, he on the track.
First of all,
ain't doing very much.
Quicksilver can be a motherfucking special
Metcalf,
teams player. Okay, he can be a kick and punt returner. That's what the fuck he can be. Flash, you can get that motherfucker a bubble screen. He gonna take that bitch 80 yards down the field and score on your motherfucking ass. That's the difference.
He'll catch the ball from the snap and meet you in the end zone. You know what I'm saying?
But let's give Quicksilver his flowers real quick. Pun not intended. In the X-Men movies, that nigga was fast though. That nigga was fast.
He was fast.
He saved the entire mansion when that bitch was about to blow up. Like he was running around the fucking explosion, had the explosion in slow motion, saving niggas. And that's
that shit was cool.
got.
But it kind of was a little bit of a Flashpoint paradox little thing, but it was fire though.
It was.
I just didn't like how they kind of made him kind of look like a bitch on the cartoon. Like every time you see him, he was carrying Wanda and running. I'm like, first of all, Wanda can fly. What the fuck? What are we really doing here? Like she should be flying you motherfuckers elsewhere. Like you running with it and shit. Like, bro, that's heavy. Like you picking up a whole ass person and running when y'all could have just, floated, whatever. But I mean,
Definitely
we didn't write it. We didn't write it.
We didn't write it. We just roll with it. But Mr. Jen, he took the Goblin though. So hey,
well,
you took the fucking primetime hater.
Yeah, he said it. I'm okay with it.
I feel it. I understand it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I get ready to make this pick, I would just like to say I thought I was gonna be on an island, bro, because I'm going with Green Goblin too. I look, I love Magneto. I do. Green Goblin woke up out of bed and just said, "Fuck this kid and fuck everybody." You know what? I'm just gonna go over the city and throw down pumpkin bombs. Boom. Boom.
That's my point.
This dude was Oprah
he's like
Winfrey
Oprah
with these pumpkin bombs.
He's like Oprah,
you
bro.
Get a pumpkin bomb. You get a pumpkin bomb. You get a pumpkin bomb. Oh, what are you doing? You making money? Fuck you. You get a pumpkin bomb.
The fact that he will fly by and say, "Hey, catch this." Pumpkin bomb.
See, the only pushback I have with him is that a 16-year-old kid beat his ass in the end.
Multiple times.
And the biggest one, he said, "I like to fuck them kids' attitude." Oh man. But the saddest thing about Green Goblin is even in the Spider-Man cartoon that we watched growing up and the movie, he lost the one with Tobey Maguire. He lost to his air flyer both times.
He did. The fact that you got fucked up by your own equipment.
That super circle gonna get you every time.
But I gotta go with Green Goblin, bro. And it's no disrespect to Magneto. I definitely give Magneto his flowers. Magneto is a magnificent villain. It's just that I agree with Magneto on a lot of stuff to where he's not a villain to me.
I don't see him like this whole round of 32. Every time we talk about Magneto, we don't see him as a villain. Because we'll all jump in.
Oh, I know. I 100% see him as a villain. He was just a villain that was standing on business.
Yeah.
Because you talk about Green Goblin dropping pumpkins all over the place like that, and I'll do you one better. Magneto was such a magnificent villain that he created Genosha, and everybody thought that was a great thing. The actual intention of it was so that he could have his own fucking private army to take over the fucking world. And the fact that if you watch X-Men 97, they turned that motherfucker into a NATO recognized country, meaning they could declare war.
Yeah.
Villainous ass shit. Hey, I'm gonna bring all of y'all free mutants over here. Come hang out with me. And I'm gonna exploit y'all's powers when it's time to go fuck the world up. Like that is some villainous shit. Fuck the pumpkins. I got mutants with all kind of powers.
That's cool. I tell you what you got. I tell you what I got.
And Magneto was getting stabbed by his own equipment.
Is what I got. I would just wake up and fuck shit up. Is what I got. You're not even gonna have a chance to survive.
To be fair, didn't Green Goblin become president in the comics before? Like he actually ran for office and won.
I think, they pulled some Lex Luthor type shit with him too. Yeah,
I'm just saying, like he really stood on business. When he stopped fucking with that 16-year-old kid, he actually ran for president and he won. Like fuck them kids, like Michael Jordan say.
I don't know what Peter Parker. I mean, I know what Peter Parker did. He outshined his son. But see, hey, Mr. J, you kind of made my point in the last one when the dad bullied the son. The dad got killed, and the son came back for vengeance. You know how hard you got to be to kill your son, bro?
Come on, bro.
You know how hard you got to be to want to kill your son?
And then the fact of the last episode last week, you made a good point that Peter, Tom Holland was trying to kill that man.
Yeah.
Toby stopped him, and Green Goblin said, "Pope."
One of y'all niggas dying today, bro.
Right, I would get my lick. One of
I
y'all
just-
gonna get stabbed.
I just think of like that's a Chappelle skit with the player hit his ball, and I just think Norman would be fucking great. Norman would go to the player hit his ball and just wreck everybody.
Hate.
And what kind of name? What kind of name is Norman? Come on.
His name
Hey.
is Norman.
Say that shit to his face.
Not one of these.
No, not Norman
Oh,
or
no,
Osborne.
On the cool though, in the old cartoon back in the day, Norman was a ginger with waves. He had some
Hey,
ocean
facts!
water.
Nah, boy
He
had
was.
that.
He had
My boy was dipped
So
out.
in the
Yeah,
comics, that man was at the cookout on Sundays.
Nah, for real.
How
With
you
the
a white man
with
with
the-
waves better than anybody on this panel?
Yeah, no, that's for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Would say Norman wants to be Norman. Oh, so we got that covered. So we got two of them that was kind of on the island, but they both went with Green Goblin, but
Magneto moves on.
Magneto moves on.
Yeah.
That sets up for one hell of a Final Four matchup on the West Side. God,
Yes,
dog.
it does.
Anyway, let's get on to this East Side bracket. Now let's get to this one. I hate this matchup. Thanos versus Mary Lee Johnson. So let's give a quick recap because some of y'all, this might be y'all's first episode. And it's unfortunate that your first episode was tuning into the finale because Mary Lee Johnson is villainous as fuck. And if you don't think so, go back and watch Precious. And then I do you one better. Go back and read the fucking book. Bro, she is a true fucking villain. And she had a hell of a matchup in the Sweet 16 with Cersei Lannister, who was also a fucking villain in her own right. All right, I won't do it this episode. I'll leave it alone this time. I'll put it the rest of
let it lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it lay lie because we could have talked about Darth Vader and his son and what he was doing too, but we didn't. So we're gonna leave it at that. So Mary Lee Johnson was villainous because she terrorized her daughter while also being jealous of her daughter. And then also blaming her daughter for taking her man when that's not actually what happened. So what we have here is a true narcissist.
True.
Yes.
Damn near textbook. If you open up the dictionary and see an image, it's going to be a picture of her with a cigarette in her hand, like in the movie, like on the thumbnail we got going on. Like that's dead ass what you might see. Unfortunately, the person that she's going toe to toe with is that much more villainous than her, because Thanos is business. Thanos is business. Like Thanos showed up. Let me tell you how. Look, Thanos showed up the first and only Timberland Black Air Forces that never existed. That's how Thanos showed up. He was stomping in his Air Force Timbos and snapped his fingers and said, "Half of you motherfuckers got to go." Didn't care who.
Don't care
didn't care how. I don't give a fuck.
Half.
I don't care if it's the good half, the bad half, the moderate half, the end. I don't give a fuck. All y'all got to go so I can sit in my little farmhouse, relax, and really not care about the aftermath whatsoever. Like, you have to be so many levels of fucked up to be like, you know what? Half you bitches gone. Like, just like that. Like, you got a whole universe coming after you trying to take this Infinity Gauntlet off you. And you still said, you know what? Let me put the odds in my favor. First, I'm gonna beat the fuck out the Hulk so bad that this motherfucker can't even transform no more. Then I'm gonna go. That man turned into Bruce Banner. That man got mad and he turned green, but he ain't turned green. So I was like, oh, that's fucked up. He fucked up Thor to a point where Thor had to get a brand new hammer, Stormbreaker. This is how Stormbreaker was created. With all the, with Groot and all the help. If you watch the movie, if you ain't watched the movie, I can't help you. He mathematically and in a more calculated sense, and even said, you know what? I guess I had to kill my own kid to snatch a stone off of her. I got to take Wanda's husband, boyfriend, whatever you, sneaky link, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I got to rip that shit smooth out his fucking forehead. Like, he gave zero fucks how he was going to get these stones. He's like, I'm going to get these stones. And you ain't going to stop me. I'm going to get some minions to help me out. I'm going to coerce the fuck out of them. And they're going to get me what I need. And I'm still just going to snap my fingers at random. I don't give a fuck if half my minions go with them. That's standing on business on an all-time high.
This is true.
Yeah. Sure, I'll go ahead and go next.
Like you're one of us.
I mean, he kind of did, but Ultron played a pretty good role in that
Oh,
whole.
yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah,
He kind of played into
yeah.
The whole Civil War movie that but he's right though. He did play a role in that for sure. The Avengers definitely was confused as fuck halfway through this movie. Like they didn't even think they didn't even know they was a team at one point.
They said we lost.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
We lost.
Miami lost.
Yeah. Yes,
Man.
we gotta.
Lost.
It's okay. I'm still. Hey, listen, Jimmy, you still my guy. All right, I'm still rocking the Vice City jersey.
Y'all still got one more game though, don't you?
We'll beat the brakes off whoever wins in Chicago and Atlanta, or however that shit goes.
That's it.
So it just means that we might get our wish after all.
Might.
Oh, Boston, I think we coming for you.
Don't overlook.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler is still Jason Tatum's daddy.
What's the
I said it, Troy. I
tagline?
hope you watching, Troy, because I'm specifically talking to you right now, Troy. You've been talking about your Celtics all year, and they got a phenomenal record, and they still ain't done shit with it. They still ain't sniffed a championship with this young ass team. Now your young stars getting older, and y'all still ain't won shit. Y'all let the Lakers win another title before y'all did. Fuck out of here. That's all.
By us in the finals last time they was there, but I'm not saying nothing.
So this purple space nigga Thanos. I mean, because that's what he is. He out there hitting licks across the universe.
Yeah.
Out of all the villains on this list, who actually accomplished their goal?
Oh, Thanos, hands down.
Yeah, Thanos actually did what he sought out to do. Yes, it got undone, but he still won. Like most villains do not accomplish their goals. They do not pass go. They did not collect $200. Thanos collected his $200 and fucking retired on what's that Park Place, Boardwalk Avenue, whatever the hell it's called.
God damn it! Had to do it one time. What up, Joe?
Joe, he gonna say some wild shit in the fucking chat. I already know.
I know he is.
Yes, dog.
And he need to stay off his damn feet.
Sit down somewhere, boy.
Over there,
Mr.
like fucking
Goodfoot.
Professor Charles Xavier.
Not too much on the bald head now, all right?
No, I love Joe.
No, he was talking about the club foot,
He
not
talking about he
the.
can't walk.
Well,
Yeah,
be rolling around Walmart and shit.
there it is. See, Thanos is a goat. Yep. Okay, I can.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
see
getting
that.
to that point. Like Thanos is probably the greatest villain that we've seen in recent history. Like everybody went to go see Infinity War the night of. Like that theater was packed at midnight. Like motherfuckers was happy to fucking go out there and see. Thought the Avengers were gonna get their lick back, and they got fucking demolished. Like the movie ended with them losing.
They absolutely got thunderclapped.
They had to wait 2 years to see how this is gonna unfold. You thinking, damn, this nigga really snapped the universe in half. And like in the next movie, they was sitting around all sad and shit. Captain America just sitting there, Black Widow, everybody just fucking sad and shit. Like Thanos had fucking won. It was 5 years. They didn't figure shit out. If Ant-Man didn't come out of nowhere with some bullshit, Thanos would have stayed one.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say I want to give my flowers to Mary Lee Johnson, but I would just shit on them anyways because that bitch don't deserve anything. I will say that Monique played a very nefarious and evil role. She played it well, but she don't compete with Thanos.
Facts. Good fact. So I'm gonna go next. Yeah.
All right.
Nah, for real, like what Joe just said right now, like that
Thor turned into a couch potato.
Couch potato.
Hey, he had that man
Thor
a beer belly like nigga
lost so bad.
That man had to rely on the Guardians of the Galaxy to get his shit together.
No, for real. Like he
This
lost
man
so
literally
bad.
got with a bunch of outcasts to get his shit back together.
Cause like that's crazy. Like he literally the whole next movie, like he was still fucked up by Thanos. That was he's still fucked up by Thanos, you know. He he lost that shit.
You should have gone for the head.
You should have gone for the head, man. It's that simple. But the fact of the matter is, goddamn Thanos, man. He is that guy that had snapped half the universe gone. His half his army gone. He didn't care. He didn't care. He gonna
He
sit
threw his
on his
daughter off a
planet.
fucking cliff. Of course he didn't care.
He gonna sit on his
Yeah,
little planet.
if you
Eat his
throwing
little
on your
bonbons.
own kids off a cliff, you really don't care.
Make a little egg. Eat his bacon. And look at the sunset. He said, "Oh, balance." Like GQ said, he didn't double the resources. He's like, nah, half y'all gone. That's it. Simple. Half
Half
y'all
the
got
population gone. You don't need to double resources.
right.
But then
And
when
the
the
fact that
population doubles back, like what Thanos gonna do? Let me get them stones back out.
they get them stones. Come on.
Let me take care. Let me do 75% this time.
And the fact that if it wasn't for that little rat, that messed with that little controller or whatever, Ant-Man would have never came back.
Boy, the rat is the goat of the
He used
movie.
to get that man a suit. He's an Avenger.
Let's just talk about how to get they look back. The Avengers had to go back in time to stop this man. Like they killed him in the first 5 minutes and they couldn't do shit. They had to go back in time to get they look back again.
And then when they went back in time, he figured out that they went
again.
back in time. He said, "Nah, I'm away from my lick. Come on, I know y'all got them stones in there, so I ain't gotta search for them hoes no more. Yeah, come on, y'all gonna bring them to me. Don't worry about that."
And that man was out there posing in the field, just posted up with this fucking Supreme helmet,
Bro.
just like, come get this fade.
He took off the helmet, sat on the ground. He said, "I'm right here. Don't worry about it."
He really did.
That's
That man
crazy.
hit him like
helmet to let us see the fucking purple waves.
that man hit him like Goku when he took off all them damn sweatbands and shit, and them bitches was cracking the earth. Like he was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, I'm with this shit.
But then the fact, if we go back to the comments, that man married Death. Death herself.
I mean, who else was he gonna get with?
How villainous can you be to marry Death?
Who else was worthy?
No, for real.
You committed half mass death. It only makes sense for you to marry Death.
She's like, "Oh, you did half my job. I appreciate you. You made my job. I'm off for the year. Thank you. Appreciate it."
Shit, the year you off for the next couple centuries. They can just live off the side of the land.
Like that. Like this nigga out here impressing Death. Like I'm just a regular dude. Death don't walk out his ass.
But then, like, if they like ended up having a kid, what the fuck would you name the kid? Like Morbid? Like what would you name the kid? Like
Afterlife.
Afterlife. But yeah, so I gotta go with that. Like my boy Al said, you gotta give Monique. I'll give Monique her flowers for that role. But Mary Lee Johnson can
kick rocks.
I was gonna say something real worse, but yeah,
I got you.
Rocks.
Got you.
Well, you got it, or you want me to go?
Everything my brothers have said and many more about Mary Lee Johnson. And let me just say this: as somebody who has the Johnson name, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You're bringing shame to our name. Don't do that. Okay?
Dishonor
on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you.
That is your last name.
Dishonor on your cow. Okay? Shit. Fucking my last name up. God damn it. But let's talk about Thanos, okay? And I know everybody was referring to the snap, but let's talk about some real things real quick, okay? This is the dude, right? They don't call him the Mad Titan for no reason. This is a dude, right? That literally pulled up to a planet to fight like the universe's strongest mercenaries for fun. Just for fun. Like he just pulled up, packed everybody out for fun. Just because he was bored. The nigga was bored, right? When we talk about villainy, this is a dude who hated his parents because his parents hated him, that he got revenge on his parents. Like he's one of the ones who like, oh, y'all hate me? Okay, bet. So when I get old enough, I'm going to beat you both y'all ass. Not only did he pack his dad out with one punch, took him out. This nigga killed and dissected his own mom. Like, broke her up and picked her to pieces and shit, nigga, just to see what made her so tick, because why didn't you love me, nigga? You the one who had me, type shit. Like, if that isn't villainy, bro, like, that's a madness. And speaking of the Hulk, right? Because everybody talking about the movie when he packed the Hulk out.
God damn it. You took my point, Moo. I hate you for this.
Because, DJ, we right here, right? We right here. It's all good. We right here. I remember that Ultimate timeline where he went back in time, killed everybody except the Hulk, Silver Surfer, and basically had all them niggas as pets on a leash, just walking around his little castle and shit while he's sitting on the throne. He was literally the king of nothing. Like that was his term, the king of nothing, nigga. He just wanted to do it because he wanted to do it. Like,
oh hell, Vegeta, the prince of no one.
Villainy is to go back in time to be like, yeah, no, I really don't care about, like anything. I just want to take over this time just to take it over. I ain't even gonna lie to you, nigga, and have all the strongest fighters on a leash like some little dogs and some little puppies and shit. Like, yeah, like the snap is honestly is minuscule to what this nigga was doing prior to the snap. Like he was just running around the universe causing havoc to everybody. Like, yeah, fuck all y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, nigga, I'm really him and ain't shit y'all can do about it. Like when he started off as the purple nigga of space and then ended off as like a politician. You know how them niggas in the hood, you feel me? When they start off in the hood and they just start reckless all through the hood and be selling drugs and shit like that, and then they finally have a conscience and then they want to go take over the world, so they get into politics and shit like that. Next thing you know, they running for mayor. That's what Thanos is. He one of them niggas like Herschel Walker or Killer Knight
or a Green Arrow, for that matter.
Look, hey, I ain't gonna say no names, bro, but but yeah, it's Thanos. I'm not gonna say too much on Mary Lee Johnson because she brought shame to our last name, so she doesn't deserve the words. So I'm gonna go with Thanos, the purple nigga politician from space.
I don't think there's any more I could add to this. Other than Thanos never needed the Infinity Stones to clap any of these niggas in the Avengers. It did nothing for him. All it was to get the Infinity Stones to snap everybody away. He didn't need it to beat nobody. He came to Earth and just started whooping their ass. They couldn't do shit with him. Second part, I want y'all to remember, he beat the Hulk ass so bad, the Hulk didn't even want to come out and play no more.
That man had a reality crisis, bro. He didn't know who. He did not know who he was no more. He said, "You know what? Maybe if we put our brains and bronze together, then we might be able to do this stuff."
And then, bro, it was so bad with Thanos. They went back in time to undo it, and if it wasn't for Tony Stark, they asses would have got beat again. They got clapped again. Captain America got fucked up. Thor got fucked. Bruh, Thanos is him. I know y'all was talking about Magneto earlier, but Thanos is him. Thanos is definitely him.
The way he pulled the Mind Stone out of the Vision, dog, like he just like plucked that shit out.
Bro, he acts like he snatched that man's lips.
You feel me?
He literally yanked that shit out like you was pulling a fucking scab off.
Like this is a little.
Thank you for holding this for me.
I'm not gonna say nothing on Mary Lee Johnson. I think everybody else elaborated how petty she was. Y'all keep saying I'm gonna give her flowers. I ain't giving her ass shit.
I gave Monique her flowers. You get that? Monique.
Okay, I give Monique flowers for the role because every time I see Monique, I just see Mary Lee Johnson. I'd be like, ugh. I'd be so mad. But the only other point I want to make about Thanos is no, not even Thanos. The one point I want to make while people are out there, I just want y'all to remember Ant-Man is that shit.
Hey, y'all gonna stop not giving Doctor Strange his flowers too now.
It wasn't for the rap.
He looked into the future and saw one possible outcome.
The one they needed.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was the one they needed. But all he did was look into the future and saw one possible outcome where they won.
Actually, he saw 999 plus alternative options and found the one that they needed. He found the one that they needed.
Yeah. He said, "Yeah, I can only tell you at this one point in time. I can't tell you early, but at this one point in time, I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna do this. You don't know what it means."
He can't fool me, bro. I know what somebody off a perk looked like, and that nigga had popped the perk and went back to the future. See what was going on. I know y'all seen how that nigga was moving in the movie and shit.
I'm done. It's a clean sweep. So we got.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. Let's move down to the. Let's go to the strangest yet craziest matchup in this Elite Eight matchup, and it is Scar versus the Joker.
I don't think this one is strange at all.
Well, it's strange because it really just depends on how you feel. Yes. There's an argument to be made for both, depending on how you feeling. Especially
I'm gonna start this shit off controversial. I'm going with Scar, and I'm gonna tell you why. Scar was the younger brother of King Mufasa. He was skinny, scrawny, but scrappy and intelligent. This man Scar had a whole family that he abandoned because he always had a dream that he would rule Pride Rock. So he left behind his old lady and his cubs.
His own pride.
He left his people in the trenches to go get what he always wanted. He wanted some of Mufasa's kingdom, and that includes Mufasa's harem of lionesses. Mufasa, being a dumbass, did not see that his brother was nefarious as fuck and plotting on him. And I did say that Thanos is one of the few villains who actually achieved their goal.
Thank you. Damn it. Y'all keep taking my fucking points, man.
Sorry.
Should have went first.
Scar actually achieved his goal. He might have turned Pride Rock into Crack Rock, but goddamn it, he got what he wanted in the end.
We keep making that point, but it just keep getting funny every week.
But no, like that is like Scar fucking lowered the property value on Pride Rock. Like, I'm just saying, like, Scar was that dude, man. He killed his brother, gaslit his nephew, and turned his nephew into a whole bitch. Like, he got him out here hanging out with fucking animals he's supposed to be eating. He done turned fucking Timon and Pumbaa into friends instead of fucking dinner. Got this nigga out here eating fucking bugs for 10 years. Like, Scar had fucking hyenas goose stepping to the beat of his music.
I mean, he really did. Like, he really turned Pride Rock in the Tyrone Bigum's country. He was just,
yeah. Like, I mean, don't take it the wrong way.
I got any more of them Crack Rocks.
Joker, yeah, Joker's iconic, this, that, and the third. Joker always going to show up and do Joker shit. But Scar, damn, I got everybody here choking and shit. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, because you're speaking facts.
No, just Scar was that nigga. And on top of that, even after his death, the family that he abandoned to go get some milk, even though all the niggas is lactose intolerant, they came to slide for him in Lion King 2. They was like, hey, y'all took out Scar. We here to get that lick back. Like, you got your old lady that you left and cheated on multiple times. You got your sons and your daughter out here that they ain't seen you since the day that you left and never came back. And they like, we want our lick back for our dad who left us. He got the riz. If he could do some shit like that, come on now.
I'm going next. I'm definitely going next. And I'm gonna end this. Look, I love the Joker. I do. Joker is probably one of the most recognizable villains on planet Earth now. Thanks to Heath Ledger. What was the guy that played the Joker's voice in the cartoon? I forgot his name.
Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
The son of one of the number one seeds.
Yes, there you go. Okay.
It all goes full circle.
I echo everything this man just said. And let me tell you about how nefarious Scar was. Mufasa got mad because he tried to eat after he missed Simba's christening. I guess that's what we're gonna call it here. You know what I'm saying? And then he ate Zazu. He ate Zazu. Mufasa came, he spit him out, and then Mufasa was like, "Don't turn your back on me, Scar." Mufasa said, "Oh no, don't you turn your back on me." That's exactly what he did, and he got exactly what he deserved. Mind you, as a kid, I was like, damn, that man Simba lost his dad. As I get older and I watch it, damn, that nigga Scar got his lick back for all the times Mufasa was bullying his ass. And let me tell y'all, if you don't know, there is a book about everything that leads up to all the events in Lion King. All the events in Lion King. I don't know if do any of y'all know that?
I know. I've read it before.
Bruh.
True.
Scar plotted this shit out from the time he was young, got older, got stronger enough to where he could stand up to Mufasa, executed the plan, did it, had his time of tyranny, and he damn near beat his Simba too if Simba wouldn't have gone Super Saiyan after he heard that Scar killed his dad and jumped up. You know, plot armor like Goku. So, he had Simba hanging off the cliff, and the hyenas ready to eat Simba too. So I'm going with Scar.
Okay. All right. Okay. I see what we got going on here. Controversy at its finest. What would a round of 32
turn his mortal enemies into his allies, bro? That's crazy.
What would a round of 32 truly be without a
I
little
mean, Scar is the
controversy?
original Rizzler. Like that nigga, he just off of just pure charisma, intelligence, executed his plan.
Scar was dark skinned energy the whole way through the movie.
And he really was the darkest one out there, and the most nefarious one. I feel like there's some racial connotations we can make out of that.
Yeah, he was out
Just a
there
little
committing crimes against the light skins.
Just a little bit.
I'm done.
But I'll go ahead and go next.
Drink against Kendrick right now, right there.
Yeah, but so we talking about two of all of our Elite 8 villains on this list. You're talking about outside of Thanos, you're talking about two of the most really plottiness villains we have on this list. Like set out, laid a plan, whatever that fucking plan was going to be, and in more ways than one executed it in different levels. And at the end of the day, Joker's plan was very simple. I just wanted Batman to come out to play. That was his whole plan. No matter what the fuck he did, he's like, as long as the end of my plan revolves around Batman coming out to play, I'm good. He executed that plan times 400. Like, he never not. He said, you know what? Today, I'm going to take over the Mafia, and I'm going to put a hit out on Batman just to get that motherfucker to come out and play. Like, that type of shit. Or you know what? I'm going to go kidnap, Commissioner Gordon and put his ass on trial just so Batman can come out and play. Like, he would come up with the pettiest shit on the planet to get this billionaire to come out, put a costume on, and fight him.
Run me my fade.
And he got that fade ran on him multiple times. But he also did, that man delivered some chaotic, that man did fuck Batman up a couple times. We're not going to pretend like he didn't. Because he did give Batman some work. Despite all the martial arts and abilities that Batman has, he even said, you know what, fuck your plot armor. I'm going to beat your ass, I'm going to wound you, take you out the game for a little bit. Because we're not going to pretend like Joker didn't shoot this man one time and fuck his ribs up where this man was fucked up for a whole hot minute. Like, this man disappeared. And then there's Scar, who had the simplest plan on planet Earth. If I take out my brother and my nephew, I can run this bitch. He did 2 birds with 1 stone. He took them both out with one plan. Sort of, kind of. Well, he took 1.5 out with a half-ass plan. Because he did half the equation, but his goons fucked up. Because his goons didn't finish the deal. They left a loose end. It just so happened to be the nephew. And the nephew was out here eating bugs and shit on his vegan diet. Getting that type of strength up. Lost his confidence. Didn't even realize he was a fucking lion. The motherfucker couldn't roar. Let's remember, at one point, this motherfucker was trying to roar and sound like a little bitch. Sound like a cat that you put his tail and shit. And then the one time he finally roared, all them, here come these fucking yak-looking ass things that came through.
Cape buffalo, one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Yeah. They actually put niggas on the census. They put you on a t-shirt. Like them buffalolos out there in Africa, they do not care.
No, that's why lions. That's why lions like hunting them. But them motherfuckers do fuck lions up too. Them motherfuckers have heave-hoed a few lions.
Launched them.
Like, if you ain't got no girth, yeah, fuck out of here. But this one's tough. Like I said, it depends on what argument you want to rock with. I have to set my Batman bias to the side, but just based off of the overall villainous of what the intentions of what needed to be accomplished, I'm still gonna give the nod to Scar in this one.
Wow.
It's a simplistic thing. His plan was very simple.
I did not see that coming.
He executed it in less time than Joker did trying to kill Batman, because he never killed Batman. All he did was kill a Robin.
I see what you did there.
I don't know. Like at the end of the day, this man made Superman turn evil. That's all that's the main case I have.
That's a good case, though.
That's a good case. Solid case.
It made Superman. He said, "Hey, I killed your girl. I ain't fucking. I killed her though. She did. She on the ground. in pieces. Got blew up.
Mm.
And Superman got so mad he killed him. It Joker made him question humanity. You know, he made him question humanity. Like, oh, this is what humanity is. Y'all finally showing y'all true colors. I hate all y'all and turn evil. And what did Joker do? Smile in that nigga face, laughed. He cackled. I'm sorry, he cackled. He didn't laugh. He
I
cackled.
was saying he definitely did. He definitely cackled.
It was
He
loud.
cackled in that man's face. But yes, he only killed Robin. But at the same time, you imagine how many other people he killed, though. Yeah,
But
this
what
man
has
had
he
a
really achieved?
this man chaos. He has a
He
cobra.
achieved chaos and a high ass body count, but his plan he never truly executed his plan in killing the Batman.
What was his true plan though?
Didn't
Kill
What was his true
Batman.
plan?
But
I don't
didn't
think
the
that was
Joker
his true
say in
plan.
The Dark Knight, do I look like a man with a plan? The Joker just wake up every day and be like, let me just cause the most amount of fucking mayhem possible.
Right.
Like, that's just some.
That's
I
what
love
it
the
was.
Joker, but is that really? I
This
need
man
some
was
stuff.
this man was a one man terrorist cell. He was.
He was like he just like you know.
But
The fact that
Scar
he
was
had
more
like a fake gun, he'll shoot it in your face and say bang,
yeah,
laugh
but
at you.
Scar was
Now
more
you dead.
calculated because he used his enemies to aid him in his own plan.
Manipulation at its
He-
finest.
He coerced his enemies
You're right.
to
You're right.
work
You're
with
right.
him. That's even more. That just adds to the level of villainy. Like the villains in the Batman universe couldn't stand Joker. Two-Face hated this
Nah,
motherfucker. Penguin hated this motherfucker. Like they hated this dude.
it did. But you
I
know
don't understand how
you know
Joker
what's
even
even more.
got goons. Like, if I could pick between working for anybody else in Gotham, why would I work for the Joker? Like, what?
Right. Okay, you can't trust the Joker. Honestly, you can't. But you want to know what's crazy? The fact that the matter is, I'm going with Scar. I just wanted to see what y'all wanted to say. You know, I was going with Scar the whole time.
I know you was, because we made too many eloquent arguments for
Yeah,
Scar.
yeah,
Like,
Too
yeah.
everybody,
many.
Scar
Go
hit
ahead and
licks.
hand
He
over
caused
to
property damage. He got hosed. He became king. Like,
you know he he fucked he fucked my Mufasa bitch. You know he did.
that's the absolute.
He,
First thing he did.
he really
First thing he
became
did.
king. He really became King Kunta out there. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. King Cooper.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand on this island by myself, and that's perfectly fine because my brothers made some really eloquent points. Scar did turn essentially Beverly Hills into Skid Row, which is a feat within itself. So that definitely is no knock, right? But when looking at the Joker, there's a reason why people avoid Gotham, because Gotham as in its whole as itself is Skid Row. Like the Joker keeps Gotham below the poverty line. That's his job, right? Every single day he wakes up. And his motive, right? Because we were talking about motive, right? His motive is simple, right? I just want to make a point that one bad day can be the cause of destruction for everybody. Oh, you think you exempt? Oh, bet your daddy gone. Oh, you still think your mama gone? Oh, your kids gone. Okay, yeah, that's all good. Keep thinking you over this law. Okay, no, everybody can get it. Okay, everybody has what I call a maniac inside them, and I'm just here to prove that every single day. That's my job, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love that for him. I love that for him, straight up. You feel me? Now, like I said, he keeps Gotham looking like it looks. And when it comes to people referring to him, right, when he takes his little hiatuses and he comes back, and they refer to him as Joker, right? They call him, right? Oh, he's back. Oh, that's him.
The
Well, we
crown
know that.
prince of crime.
We know that because he's him. We know that. You feel me? Like I'm like I said, Scar. You know, he went to the store. You know what I'm saying? For the milk, picked up some dope, went to the block, and start slinging and stuff like that. Had all the shawties and stuff going crazy. Had the young ones going crazy because that's what the hyenas was. That's basically what the hyenas was. The hyenas was the young niggas on the block. You feel me? Scar came with the flood. They picked it up. You feel me? They started and stuff like that. So you feel me? I understand it, right? So ultimately, he had a motive. But for me, I'm all about madness, man. Y'all see my tagline? Why so serious? I'm going with the Joker.
Respect. I'm just saying, Scar pulled up with a bunch of darkies and lowered the property value.
Not the darkies.
He got some of the darkest creatures out there, and everything with the shit.
Scar pulled up with bootleg DVDs, drugs, and candy, and a whole bunch of little niggas and said, "Run free." Everybody said, "Oh my God, the niggas is here." Took him about a week, bro. Took him about a week. Mufasa's bitch was at his door. Like, hey, ain't no food, bro. What happened? All these little niggas around here eating up all this food and shit like that. He's, I don't give a fuck. They go talk to them niggas about this shit. Go run a fade.
Let's not forget that Simba was ducking the fade. Nala was like, "Hey, bro, your uncle's tweaking, bro. Come stop this nigga." And Simba was like, "Nah, I'm over here chilling with these bugs."
They said, "Hey,
I'm really over here playing with my food right now.
My name is Bandit, and I ain't in it." You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know that
Miss me
nigga.
with that one.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Y'all thought I was dead a long time ago. Nobody came looking.
Nah, I'm dead, bro. I ain't even here. You ain't even see me.
Yeah, Simba had to go talk to a fucking baboon tweaking off his ass off some fucking shrooms to get his courage back.
This is how you know Scar was dangerous, right? Because he was dark skinned with green eyes. Okay, when you get a dark skinned nigga with pretty eyes, bro, that is a different kind of nigga. That is not even a real. That's Spawn. Okay, nigga, that is a different kind of person. All right, like that is true. Dark skinned, black force. Nigga, superpower energy. Like he is channeling dark hole, dark energy, nigga, all day, every day. That is the dark magician. That's what he is.
Not the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh!
But we got all the
Scar really had that Shadow Ram power on lock, bro. Like he really showed he turned
no
that shit dark.
Reborn either. No Monster Reborn either. No, don't do that.
Man, that's fucked up. Well, at least going through the Final Four will be easy because we done made all these compelling ass points. We can get to we can make these picks and get to our championship match. But since we're already in the East, I'm gonna start with the East and we'll finish with the West because the Western Conference Finals matchup is much more compelling than this Eastern one. But it is Thanos versus Scar. All that shit we just talked about with Scar does not compare to what the fuck Thanos did. Hell, when he snapped, Scar probably was one of the ones that disappeared.
Wow.
He was like, "Oh, you over there fucking up crack rocks? The fuck out of here!" Like, nah, you and all your cronies got to go, man. Nah, fuck that.
You said you're the problem. You're part of the problem.
Like,
snap.
Like, peace out. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Thanos was going to be one of the number one seeds in this entire tournament that was basically favored in every single matchup, except for maybe the championship, depending on if this matchup goes the way I feel like it's going to go, the way I kind of predicted from the beginning, but we'll see how it pans out. But I'm taking Thanos. Sorry, Scar. You had a great run. You did your George Mason thing, but you ran into Duke.
That's another great reference.
You got something? You go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I'm gonna go with Thanos. Simple. Plain.
Respect. Man, as the lovely lady in the chat said, Scar did traumatize a whole generation of kids. Like motherfuckers thought they was gonna watch a happy-go-lucky Disney movie with singing animals and shit. And next thing you know, you fucking sobbing and shit. They're trying to ask your mom, like, "Is Mufasa gonna get up? Is Mufasa he dead, mom? Like for real?" But he don't compare to. I love Scar, but man, Thanos is a whole different level of devious. Like Scar was just threatening a little part of Africa. Thanos was threatening the whole fucking universe. Like I'm sorry, I gotta give this one to Thanos.
On you,
Yeah,
sir.
fuck what y'all talking about. I'm going with Scar. the fact that he only had that one part of Africa that he wanted to conquer and did the shit for the hell of it. He had no motive, no nothing. He was like, I just want to overthrow my brother and smash his bitch. Yeah, I fuck with it.
But my
I
thing,
mean,
my
is
thing
that
with
not
that
the
though,
motive? Is that not a motive? Like you think you
His
do a better
motive was he
job?
wanted to be king. So I mean that he
yeah,
executed the
he did
motive
what he had to do.
for a
But my
little
thing with
bit
Thanos is the fact
temporarily.
that
I would say he didn't have a valid motive. To me, it wasn't a valid motive. Just like hey, I'm jealous of my brother and I want to do this. So just to prove I'm a better motherfucker than him, here you go. Boom.
I'm gonna say this.
And also fuck your little kid too, which is your
I'm gonna
nephew.
say this. If Mufasa was such a great fucking king, why did he get overthrown by his brother? He should have fucking, not been so ignorant and blindsided by his brother. Like Mufasa was really not a great king if he let his fucking scrawny little brother.
Hey, look. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Scar executed a very, very good plan because he took the mind of a kid and talked about the elephant graveyard and everything and pumped it into Simba's head to put him in harm's way. And was like,
I get
boom,
that.
it's executed. And now Mufasa has to try and save his kid because that's what a good father would do. You're going to try and
Exactly.
save
But
your
here's
kid.
the thing though. And real life lion prides, there is only one lion and nothing but lionesses. The
Yeah, but this ain't real
brothers
life.
get chased off. Like Mufasa should stand on business and be like, hey Scar, I know you need a place to crash. Your old lady mad at you, but not here, bro. Not my couch. You gone. Like, why did you keep Scar around? For what?
Hey,
Should have sent
maybe
that
you
ass to
won't.
the elephant graveyard.
Maybe you don't understand, but that's normally what a big brother would do. Mufasa was actually a person who was like, bruh, you still my brother, And as me being a big brother myself, nigga, I helped raise you. The dad could have been dead while they was raising him. Mufasa was the father of the household. You know what I'm saying? Dad ain't around, so.
Nah, fuck that. Mufasa knew his brother was no good. Scar is that one cousin who come around. You gotta put up your fine china and your fucking
fine
grandmother's
China,
funeral.
hide your jewelry, hide your wife, hide your kids.
Like that's the one whenever he leave, you gotta search the house and make sure all your shit's still there.
But you say he's that one that does that, but nobody kicks that family member out their house because they still love the family member. You stop because I know what you thinking. Don't do that. Once you overstay your welcome, yes. But before that, Scar,
you're not gonna have a chance to overstay because you ain't staying.
You also got to remember too. While Scar was there, Scar played the good guy. He played the good guy role to a T. He wasn't trying to cause no trouble, nothing. The problem that Mufasa had with him was, hey, you didn't show up to the christening today. What happened? Why weren't you there? You're supposed to be there. You're the uncle, probably the damn godfather.
I'm not gonna let you do that. What he did was he played on kindness.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Scar played the kindness to the T, and Scar in his mind was like, "Man, fuck you and that kid."
And he should have got thrown the fuck out right then and there. Like that's like your bum ass brother coming to your house, being like, "Hey, bro, I'm down on my luck, bro." You ask this nigga to fucking do the dishes. You be like, "Nah, fuck them dishes. Fuck you too, and fuck your couch." You gotta fucking go.
Like, look, you see that pavement? Put your ass on.
Hey, but guess what though? Manipulation at its finest. Because he
and that's why I say Mufasa was a poor king because he did not stand on business. He allowed himself to be disrespected by his little brother when he should have fucking hemmed him up.
I don't think he was disrespected. I just think he knew Mufasa had a soft ass heart for him.
Yeah, that was his true downfall. He took his kindness was taken as a weakness, and it ended up being his weakness and his downfall.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying don't take care of your family, nothing crazy like that. But if you know you got that one that don't really do nothing but cause issues, even if they good for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, couple months, you know it's gonna be that day when they do something fucked up. And Scar just played it out, picked his shot, and then pow.
And that is why I'm taking Scar.
But eating Zazu would have been enough for me. Hey, you gotta get to go. You gotta go at that point.
And let's talk about that.
That nigga said Zazu.
Let's talk about that real quick because when he spit Zazu out, Zazu came out face first. I mean, he ate that man ass first.
No
It's
Diddy.
it's a
That
lion
man
and a
was
bird. It's a lion and
that
a
boy was
bird, bro.
eating the birdie booty like groceries, bro. Like what's really going?
It's
He eating
a
the
lion and
wings,
a
he eating the
bird.
Boy
wings
said,
and things, you know.
"Come here, Tweety."
Moo, what's your take on this, bro?
All right.
You over there quiet.
The scar.
That nigga plotting
name
the
of the-
scar over there. I got a little scared real quick.
right? I understand, right? With Scar turning prog rock into crack rock. I get that, right? But I think there's one thing that people are forgetting about Thanos, right? Not only did he have Thor sitting on the couch with a beer belly, depressed, right?
Playing Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite.
Playing
all
Fortnite.
games. This man had Captain America in rehab. Rehabilitation. Okay? Man didn't take not a lick of drugs. I don't even think this nigga drank. And this nigga was in rehab.
On some Amy Winehouse shit.
Bruh. Like,
R.I.P.
how depressed you gotta be to go to rehab and you're sober? Had this nigga Tony in space crying.
Skinny as fuck.
And half dead too.
Literally. In
Because
space.
Tony should have
crying.
died in space. Tony should have died, but got saved. But he should have died.
Like, that is madness. Like I said, I get it, right? He had this nigga Simba with his tail in between his legs, literally, right? But he had this nigga Captain
Hey, real
America
quick, move.
at rehab.
Real quick, move. Could we not say Timon and Puma finding Timber was in rehab too? They changed this nigga whole mentality and brought him happy days. After he just went through the worst trauma in his life.
I don't know if it was rehab more than adoption because he just got adopted by some.
Hey, sometimes that's what it takes.
They said Hakuna Matata.
Hey, because you know how you run away from home, or like the movie where like there's a runaway and he get adopted by two random ass white parents that are like just goofy and hillbilly as fuck, but it's like the life that you just wanted to live.
Yeah, but that don't happen to niggas.
Are you talking about Blindside?
I'm just saying, Timon.
Nah, that's a whole different level of fucked up right there.
Hold on, let's go back to this whole like getting adopted by Timon and Pumbaa. Like Timon was like, "Hey, bro, I know your dad got killed, but it don't really matter, bro.
It don't matter. That was yesterday.
You feel me? I know you ran away from home and your pops died, and everybody think you probably did, and they probably think it's your fault. But fuck it, we just finna eat these bugs, nigga. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, you try this grub, you know. Try this grub.
You feel me?
And I know this spot around the way that got some good stuff out of it, man. Try that.
You got the thick beetles out there, the big juicy ones.
Big juicy zone. Look under this log by this waterfall.
Slimy, but satisfying.
You know what I'm saying? I got this little plug. You know what I mean? This little armadillo be gracing me with these grubs and shit. Like, that's
Bro, the Bulls snapping right now.
basically what they was on, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Thanos, he had this nigga Captain America in rehab, like this nigga was going through withdrawal. Like, I had no idea what the fuck was wrong with that man. Like, bro, get on with your life. Bro. Not the world, not the whole world, nigga. It ain't just you. You feel me? Like, nigga, you done lived in 27 decades, and now you choose to go to rehab. Now you get some counseling. Nigga didn't even get no counseling. He bounced out the goddamn ice, bro. Been frozen for 17,000 years. Now you get counseling because half the universe is gone. You don't get your crap. He had this nigga crying, literally, with a whole ass beard. Nigga ain't shaved in about 5 years. Nigga, whole ass beard. This nigga in rehab crying. Shut your ass up.
I mean, Captain America came out the ice and couldn't say the N word no more because segregation was over. Like, he didn't get counseling for that.
That nigga said, bro, the world done changed so much around Captain America, that nigga don't know what to do no more. That's the reason why he went back to his time. Like, you know what? I'm just going to die in the 1970s.
You're right. I'm gonna stay over here. This is where I belong.
Like, he had that nigga really contemplate his whole life to the point where he went back in time when he was supposed to come back and join the rest of his friends and ride off into the sunset. That nigga said, nah, I gotta go die real quick with this girl that I was supposed to die with earlier because this nigga Thanos put me through the ringer. I'm cool.
I don't want to think about that man no more.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with you no more. Bro.
Ain't nobody know about that man back then. So,
Yeah, nah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thanos
Can we bring up the fact
he
that
made
this
Tony
man
stop
beat?
being a hoe and go get married.
Can
He
we
made
make a
Tony
point
go have a
that
whole
the fact that
family.
this man?
Tony tapped out. He's like, man, I'm done with this shit.
Man, that nigga retired, bro. Literally.
Can we make the fact that this man beat Captain America with him and the shield and the hammer with no affinity gauntlet?
But he was kind of piecing Thanos up for a minute, though. He kind of had Thanos shook.
For a
He
second.
took the screen helmet off. He messed up the
For a brief second.
For a few seconds.
Brief second.
Thanos had to remember who he was, though.
Yeah, until Thanos said weave.
Me.
That's exactly what happened. Everybody said, you thought shit was sweet. That was the warm up.
Oh, that was
Thought it was
cute. That was cute.
But on the real though, Cap got back up, saw the whole army behind Thanos, and he was like, "I'm still gonna run the fade." He didn't know his entrance was coming. He didn't know his homeboys was riding up for him. He was like, "I'm still gonna go out there and get it."
This is true.
That made Cap.
I mean, listen, that did end up being like one of the most epic cinematic scenes we've ever seen. Because everybody in the theater lost their fucking mind when that shit happened. Like everybody came back at the same time, standing on business. Everybody was like, "Oh shit!"
On your left.
Your left.
Who came out? Black Panther. Mm-hmm.
Who came out? Black Panther.
On it. One bag.
All right. Let's get to the West Side. Let's get to this Western Conference final here. This will be fun. We got two world-style galaxy leaders, if you will, in Darth Vader and Magneto.
Whew.
This is the one. Who wants to take a crack at it first?
I'm just gonna make it short and sweet. Magneto's definitely him. I always gonna be him. So yeah, I made a case for Green Goblin last time. That's because it's Green Goblin. I like Green Goblin. But between these two, Magneto.
Okay.
Magneto.
Simple.
He did say short and sweet. He did.
Short and sweet. That show is.
I feel like this is one of those ones where it just comes down to preference at this point, man, because they're both incredible, iconic villains, and man, my heart is telling me Magneto. I ain't gonna lie to you. My heart is saying go with Magneto.
Okay.
I'm going with Magneto, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I'm gonna stand on the island of the dark side, just like my background is, and I'm rocking with Vader. It's hard to go against Vader, and everything that Vader stands for, stood on. Like on top of him doing all his normal nefarious shit, all he was trying to do was go fuck his son up.
I mean, he was the original Yujiro Hanma.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
The only person he wanted to fight was his son, because he knew his son was strong enough. He knew Palpatine wasn't strong enough. He knew eventually he could surpass him, had he gotten that far. But it's cool. Like I said, I will stand on the Death Star by myself, and it is what it is. But I ain't tripping.
Sorry to disappoint you, but you're not staying on the Death Star by yourself. I'm taking Darth Vader.
Well, I guess when it gets blown up, y'all can go together.
That's cool. It's either that or you get randomly snapped away. I mean, there's really no way
There's
around.
no happy endings when you ride with villains. There ain't no happy endings out here.
Nah. We all gonna get stabbed in the back,
Nope. But what that does do is set up an epic final for us. Now we have got Magneto representing the west side and Thanos representing the east side. Two number one seeds. So before we get to the back and forth, we'll recap their path to championship, semifinalisms into the championship game. So Magneto's very first matchup, he went and took out the Mr. Uchida right off the rip. He was like, listen, you cool, man, and I bet in your own universe you one of them peoples, but I'm him no matter where I go. So he took him out. And then he decided to move on into the Quentin Tarantino verse and had to go toe-to-toe with Hans Landa and said, listen, man, I know how much you hate Jews, but now I got to get my clap back. And I got to fuck you up because you fucked with my people. So now I got to get you back. And he did. And then we had his matchup against the teenage boy hating ass Green Goblin. Probably so far the first matchup that Magneto had that gave him legitimate problems. It was actually a difficult matchup for him. But at the end of the day, he said, I didn't get killed by my own equipment. You did. Twice. Insert Magneto versus Darth Vader. Icon versus Icon. Same equivalent of like when we saw The Rock versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. Just Hollywood versus Icon. It just you can't. There was no wrong answer. There wasn't. At the end of the day, Darth Vader or Magneto could have been in this championship matchup, but it ends up being Magneto. Now let's talk about Thanos, who by far had the easiest path to the championship in the history of a tournament. This man's very first matchup was against John Doe. And not in a single universe did John Doe stand a chance against Thanos. He just didn't. We move into the next round where he had to go toe-to-toe with Jigsaw. And if you just go mind games for mind games, Jigsaw gave Thanos a little bit of comp, but Thanos threw his own kid off a fucking cliff. He said, I see your mind games, and I raise you killing my own kids. And then he moved on to the matchup with Mary Lee Johnson, which again, we go with basically mindset versus mindset, and Thanos' mindset just trumps damn near everybody on this entire bracket. Which leads us to the matchup of Thanos versus Scar. Two individuals who executed their plans successfully, for the most part. Then Scar slipped up and let a loose end stay loose, and that ended up being his downfall because the same goons that he was rocking with ended up turning on him when they found out that he wasn't really for them like he thought they was. So now we have Thanos versus Magneto for the round of 32 most nefarious villain title. Here we are, fellas. What says the panel? That's wow.
That was very eloquent, by the way, brother.
Yeah, well put. Well put.
Just had to put all the flowers out there, make sure everybody understood the path of how we got here.
Well put.
Very, very well put. I might add.
How ironic is it that they're in the same comic?
Yeah.
Right?
Marvel Universe.
Same universe. Something.
The man that can blood bend to get out of jail. Or the man that gonna throw his daughter off a cliff and watch her fall. Just for a stone. Just for a rock.
When you say it like that, that's kind of
oh no.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say this. I love Magneto, probably one of my favorite villains, probably my favorite villain, but he has yet to actually accomplish his goal. Thanos actually went out there, hit the licks, got the bag, and got to retire and watch the sunset on the Grateful Universe. I'm gonna have to go with Thanos on this one.
Partly grateful. Partly grateful.
Some of them niggas is ungrateful, but we ain't worried about them niggas. Like Thanos.
They were human. Oh God, this is hard.
I think I'm gonna go with Thanos on this one too, because during the snap, we gotta remember a lot of the X-Men was affected too. So Magneto ass might have got up out of there. So
that's a good case. That's a good case.
Gotta go with the purple nigga politician in space.
That's interesting. I fucks with the take.
The fact that you realize that he could have snapped some of the most powerful people in this world. Just like that. Gone.
Keyword is could.
Could have.
So here's the kicker. We know that Thanos did what he did. We know this. We know he snapped and took care he temporarily took care of business because his plan got reversed.
But to be fair, though, back to the Doctor Strange thing. Doctor Strange looked into the 14 million futures, and only one of them they won. So you're telling me that in 14 million different timelines, Thanos always won?
True.
Always.
Every time. Never
Imagine,
lost.
okay, so he had a point there because of the fact that all these timelines like y'all saw in Loki, all these timelines, Thanos won, except for that one where he lost.
The fact that they found the one out of all those is insanity. But what's crazy about Magneto and the case that I'll make for Magneto, because this is like because Magneto plays two roles at the same time. Magneto plays a villain and an anti-hero at the same time. This is what makes this a very interesting championship matchup. Because
They both were anti
just
heroes in
like
a
we
way.
talked about, let me think. We talked about this in the Sweet 16. Magneto and Charles Xavier were no different than Martin Luther King and Malcolm X as far as Magneto was the more extreme version, whereas, Professor Xavier was more of the politician, tried to be non-violent, things of that sort. But when depending on which version of the story you've seen, or if you've even just simply seen the X-Men 97 story, when Charles Xavier died, Magneto said, all right, I'm gonna fulfill the wishes of my boy Charles, but he still had evil intentions. So no matter what Magneto tries to do, his intentions remain the same. Like, I'm still this guy. I'm still the baddest motherfucker. I'm still gonna make sure that I'm gonna protect my people at all costs. I'm gonna make sure my people are ready to fight. But at the end of the day, it's also because of the control. Magneto always wanted control. Magneto always took a chance on the mutants with unstable abilities because he knew once if he controlled them, he had the upper hand. He's the one that took Firestorm and fucking, got him under control. Like, he took these guys that even like Charles couldn't really keep under control and got them under control to use them at, his own manner. He used Mystique in ways that people had never thought to use Mystique. Ended up at one point, Mystique was the president
Mhm.
in the X-Men cinematic universe. She took over she took over and was the president for a while. Like, that is like Magneto was playing chess as a villain. So every time you thought you caught up, he had already made 3, 4, and 5 extra moves to be ahead. Being interrupted by those who are not here.
She's definitely there.
But I'll be that guy. And for me personally, I'm gonna take Magneto in this one. As crazy as that may even come off, it sounds weird me saying it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But I'm gonna take Magneto in this one.
Like the fact that, yeah, he never succeeded he actually never fulfilled his goal, but he did what he had to do. That man's he's him. It's him, Nito. But Thanos is crazy, man. He's that mad titan that destroyed not destroyed, snapped half the universe away. I'm still like just tossing back and forth in my head which one to go for. But at the end of the day, Magneto is gonna be my pick. Magneto's gonna be my pick. Just the mere fact of, I'm gonna stand behind him. You know, he at the end of the day, he's gonna be right. At the end of the day, he's gonna be, like everyone in this panel even said, like, we're gonna stand behind Magneto because it's just the way he, holds himself. That's the way he knows that he's for his people. So I'm definitely gonna go. I'm going Magneto for this one. You're gonna be a tiebreaker, Mike.
God damn, I did not want to be the tiebreaker.
And this is exactly why I went next.
Headlock at
Yes, sir.
That's exactly
Damn,
why I
I didn't
want to
want to
go
be the
next.
tiebreaker.
finale. Let's get
God
it, DJ.
damn.
Hey,
Sir.
there's a minute left in the game, boy.
No pressure,
Tie
my boy.
game.
It's on you.
Oh, I ain't got no damn pressure.
Come
Never
on,
that.
come on, Ray Allen. Knock that game 6 shot down real quick.
Come on now.
No pressure, my boy. It's on you.
And
3.
Two free throws. Here
y'all
we go.
stupid as shit. He referenced Ray Allen because he was gonna piss me off with that fucking comment. Go to hell. He knew he was gonna piss me off with that comment. All right. God damn. This comes down to one thing and one thing only.
Pum pum pum. I just want y'all to know that Outlaw's laptop died. Just so y'all are aware. That's why he disappeared off the screen. So he got Thanos.
This comes down to one thing and one thing only. Thanos not only whooped their ass once, he whooped their ass twice. And he almost succeeded again. Again. And you know, you hear this thing. I don't believe this is actually true, but people will argue the point that Thanos lifted, what is it? The second one. The second weapon from Thor.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Well, anybody can wield Stormbreaker. So
Can anybody?
Yeah, Stormbreaker didn't have the same properties as
yeah,
Mjolnir.
he didn't have the same properties as Mjolnir.
Nonetheless, that's the closest anybody ever came to killing Captain America in the movie, bruh. Not even Winter Soldier, whose name just slipped my mind. Bucky.
Bucky.
Not even Bucky came that close.
You can't
Not
forget Bucky's name being a Texan, man. Just remember Bucky's and you'll never forget Bucky.
Well, I definitely don't see the beaver.
You got to see the hair. You got to see the hair when it was long. You got to flip back. There you go.
I
With the
guess
beaver.
so.
There's your beaver right there.
I'm going with Thanos. I gotta go with Thanos. I do.
There it is.
Ooh, there it is.
Thanos did exactly what Majin Buu did, and because of plot armor, these guys went and did exactly what Goku and Vegeta did. They had to figure out a way to bring everybody back. And then after they brought people back, they got clapped again, and they had to wish and revive Goku to have his full power just to off Majin Buu or Kid Buu at that point. Yeah, I'm going with Thanos. Yeah.
There you have it. Thanos is the most nefarious villain in the Gentleman's Talk round of 32. Most villainous villains. No surprise there that it came down to two of the number one seeds.
Yeah, definitely not.
We almost had all four number one seeds make the final four. That was pretty close. That Joker Scar matchup was compelling enough to not have that happen. Somebody had to play spoiler. Somebody had to be the Jayhawks one time for the one time.
Go to hell, bro. Like
he hates all my references because he knows. Because it's all me repping all my teams. So it's just rock with it. Just deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I got to do something. All right, shit. Miami lost tonight, and I feel some type of way, but it's okay. We'll get our get back.
I feel you.
stop.
But all in all, this was fun. Took us a couple episodes per usual, but we did it. We made it, and now we have it. We will have another round of 32 coming to you at some point. Not sure when, but we definitely have an idea of what it's going to be.
Disney? We're doing Disney,
and we'll find out.
We're doing anime.
From my understanding, it is
on the
going
next
to
episode of
be
Dragon Ball Z.
extremely nostalgic. From my understanding, I am not creating it. I am just participating.
Yeah, for a good time, not a long time.
As we close out this fantastic show and say our final words, I will start with Outlaw, assuming he's got himself sorted out over there. I know he dropped out and got his GED, but he made it back.
I believe
the GED.
So, closing words. I'm grateful for this opportunity to put this together. As I said in the very first episode of this round of 32, this was basically my love child, brainchild, and I had these excellent gentlemen on the council, help me put on some different characters, this and that, give me some different points of view, and it's just been a blast going through this, man. I had some great laughs. I don't think I'm ever going to look at Lion King the same way again. Like, I'm just going to always think of Crack Rock whenever I see Scar.
Oh my God.
One thing about this, we weren't trying to we weren't going for the most powerful villain or nothing like that. We're just going for the most devious, nefarious, malevolent motherfucker, and I feel like Thanos is that dude. Like, he executed a plan, actually got the chill for a while, did some devious shit along the way, if your favorite person lost or they weren't here to begin with, we're sorry. Maybe we'll do an honorable mention round one of these days, but I appreciate y'all tuning in for this. And be on the lookout for our round of 32 best Disney songs one of these days.
Gonna be a lot of singing going on.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one right there. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh, Mr. Gent, what you got?
Another great show. Shit, Thanos reigns the universe once again. You know, they might not be grateful, but hey, they gotta live with the outcome at that point. You know. So another great show. Love these gentlemen around me. Always having fun without y'all. Well, with y'all, man. Uh, yeah, man. Tune in next week for a fresh show. We're probably getting off to 32. We have 4 episodes in this thing.
Episodes.
No, long episode. We ran way past an hour on these.
I mean, we spent half an episode talking about how the Green Goblin just wake up every day and just be like, man, fuck that.
Hey, man, fuck Peter Parker, man. But hey, man, just y'all go ahead and like and subscribe every platform we got, with just Facebook, go on YouTube, TikTok. Try and go big here. Don't miss out out here. All right.
Let's talk to him.
All right. Well, that concludes this illustrious, beautiful round of 32. And again, like Outlaw said, it's not like powerful villains. We're not doing a head-to-head matchup. We're not power scaling up here for all my anime and comic book fans out there. It's just the fellas up here talking about villainy and who was the most illustrious villain. And I know Scar probably upset some folks, but that's fine. He had a motive in that, and he served his motive. You know what I'm saying? But throughout the rest of the week, make sure y'all catch the rest of the shows. Tomorrow we got PVT. It's going to be a UFC show based on the UFC 300 and some future matchups. Then we got Friday the Inside the Huddle football show. Make sure you guys catch that. And coming soon to you on Saturday, the Patreon FTSL Unplugged show will be happening soon. So make sure you guys look out for that. And I'll see you guys soon.
DJ Michael B.
I feel like boo out right now, man. You know what it is. No, I'm just joking. Good round, man. Good round. Appreciate everybody in the comments, especially China. China been up in this mug every week since we started this. Shout out to China. I definitely think I got cheated with Scar, but I was biased. I don't care. I still stand on it. I'm going with Scar every single time. But that round of 32 songs is going to come of the Disney songs, and it will not be a Lion King song that wins that one. I promise you that.
You heard him. And you can't say Scar got cheated, first of all. Scar literally made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, Scar made it to the Final Four. He had some iconic dates about him. But what do you mean a Lion King song won't win? Because Lion King has some bangers.
Bro,
but there's some other Disney movies. Tarzan might come up in here and steal it.
Phil Collins.
I mean,
Hercules might come up. Hercules might come up in here and steal this. And let's not forget. Shout out to my boy Osmond real quick, but that damn Mulan song might come up in here and steal this motherfucker too. So,
hey, I'm not gonna let you let Beauty and the Beast slip on by either. Now, hold on now.
I'm gonna have to give some love to Moana because Moana has a banger.
Moana has a banger. Hey, listen, hold on. Hey, Kanto had a banger too, man. You don't talk about Bruno. That was a banger.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't that song win a fucking Oscar or something?
The song from Coco, where the grandmother finally remembered, is a fire song too. I'm telling
it's gonna be a hell of a round of 32. But I'm gonna say it like this. You heard all the fellas, man. This round of 32 was fun, just like all the other ones that we've done, man. Make sure y'all check us out. If you haven't seen the previous rounds of 32, man, we went ham, man. Like I think when we did the very first round of 32, we didn't know what we were doing long term with it, but it definitely came out extremely entertaining. That was just fun. That was before Outlaw was a permanent fixture in the show, but he was a hell of a contributor to it. And like, special shout out to him because this was his brainchild. He put together this list. The original list had about 46 names on it.
Yeah.
We cut that. We down. We had to add some names, take some away. You know, we had like it was crazy, but we made it happen. A lot of stuff happens in the background that you guys don't see, but we made it happen. I will say also, if you missed this past Friday's episode of Inside the Huddle, you missed out. Your boy made a surprise appearance. I don't get to make as many appearances on Inside the Huddle, but I sure was on that thing. And boy, we dropped some fire ass football content on that show. If you want to see what true unscripted football knowledge and content looks like, man, just check out Inside the Huddle, because there is no better trio on the internet than Moolage, myself, and OG Mel.
Best damn football show on the internet, period.
He said what he said.
So make sure you check out PVT tomorrow. Like I said, we got some more special stuff coming up for you. Basket to basket coming through. They're gonna be recapping all this fun and fantastic stuff from the play-ins. Probably talk about the Warriors and all that other type of jazz like that. So it's gonna be real entertaining moving forward. We got the draft 8 more days. That means the From the Sidelines Dynasty draft is around the corner. Got a crown to defend. Got to make sure Troy don't ever win this championship, so I can keep talking shit to him and his little punk ass Giants, just like CJ's punk ass Jets. So
lay off the Giants, bro.
I just had to do that one time. But anywho, we appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all continue to like, subscribe. Like DJ Micah B, you say back on the audio versions, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Make sure everybody knows, man. We're trying to get to 1K, and we're going to get there, man. So we appreciate the chat, man. Y'all was live. Y'all were fire. Appreciate the feedback. Appreciate the love and the support y'all continue to give. Not only Gentlemen's Talk, but From the Sidelines as a family, as a whole. And tune in next week. I will tell you this, from what I understand, from what DJ Micah B may or may not have said, if you are a fan of Beyonce, you might be upset next week. You just might be upset next week.
Might be.
But I didn't say anything that you ain't never heard before. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are out.
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Mumble mentality.